streaming it?
Yes.
Great. I forgot you put a camera, like, right there.
Yes, you can't go through there.
Ah.
Excuse me. Hi! Welcome.
See you.
Welcome to another Cooking with Zarin Izarak. How's it going, everybody?
Also, hi, Belle. Hi, Skin Slip.
Just going to fire up the chat here so I can see who's here, who's chatting, and who's watching. Does 7 p.m.-ish work for you? Skinslip is just dying to play some farming, so perhaps we will do that. Skinslip's been on a slightly earlier schedule, so we'll probably do some farming first and maybe Fortnite later.
Hello. What are you making?
Well, we're gonna make the breakfast sandwiches. Rosie likes my breakfast sandwiches.
It's like going to McDonald's, but like 1,000 times less oily.
Less oily and also better because it's all like homemade natural ingredients.
Yeah, they use like really weird like things you don't even know how to pronounce.
That sounds about right.
It's like my last year teacher said, don't eat anything you don't know how to pronounce the ingredients of.
Hey, Vermin Art in the house. How's it going, dude? Long time no see. Hope all is well. Missed
Hello,
you.
whoever that is.
Vermin Art is the most amazing artist I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? You've shown me some of his art before, right?
I believe so, yes. He did a whole bunch of artwork of me playing Dead Space and some stuff for Saturday Night Insanity, some stuff for Movie Gangbang, and it's just generally a really cool guy. So,
Also, hello, Val.
and hello, Doodly Conduct, and of course Skinslip, and JL, and Val, and Vermin Art, and Razorwire Ryan.
Oh, hi, Luke.
What are you talking about, Luke? I don't...
What?
What did you say? What did you say, Sonny? I can't see what you're saying. The text is so small. All right.
Wait, what did he say?
Let's get on it. He said I looked at my phone like an old man. Thanks. All right. So... Okay, gotta focus.
Sorry.
So anyway, we have a kilogram of pork.
Uh,
This is going to be used for pork sausage patties, like breakfast sausage patties. We have another kilogram of pork. This is going to be used for the pork sausage patty crumble in the breakfast hash. So, first thing we're going to do is actually make the breakfast patties because they're going to give us energy for everything else. So we got some extra large eggs. I find the extra large or jumbo is the best size to use for these because they give you... Okay, bye. They give you like a lot of egg to work with. A lot of people like to use English muffins. I just use hamburger buns because they're smaller. And I find the English muffins you get in the store are a little too thick and dry, whereas the hamburger buns are just right. So we're going to use those. And to cook up the eggs, we're just going to use some olive oil based margarine, in this case from Basel. My preferred brand of choice is Olivinia, which is all they do is olive oil based margarine. Basel, this is kind of their take on it because it's like, hey, we should do what they're doing because money. Yeah, Basel, butter flavored chemicals as I call it, but it's alright, it tastes fine, and this one is olive oil based, so that's not too bad for you. So, first thing we're going to need is our recipe for the breakfast sausage meat. Let's make some room here. And we need a bowl to mix it all in. This is the same recipe I used last time, and it's fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. It's like become my main go-to for breakfast sausage, so it's good stuff. Is this actually a cooking stuff? Where have you been sleeping, Luke? I've been doing these for literally years. In fact, if you look on my Twitch videos, you'll see a collection of all the cooking streams I've done in the past. So yes, this is actually a cooking stream. Amazing, isn't it? So, just going to open up the pork here. Actually, when we did the video recently talking about why we haven't done a lot of stuff on YouTube recently, one of the requests I had was more cooking segments. So, ask and ye shall receive. Eventually. Alright. So the recipe calls for about 2 pounds of pork, ground pork. So we're going to do, which translates to roughly a kilogram. So we got a full kilogram of pork here that we're going to use. And the spices, let's see, we need some brown sugar. And need our measuring spoons. There we go. What else do we need? We need some dried sage. I have ground sage, it's fine. Sage is the stuff, if you take a whiff of this, you will instantly think breakfast sausage. That's the thing you smell the most in breakfast sausages. Yeah, that's breakfast sausage smell right there. It's good stuff. What else do we need? We need some salt. Just use the table salt. This is my table salt from 2005. No joke, I've had this table salt since 2005. It's salt. It literally lasts forever. It will survive the apocalypse. So we need some ground black pepper. We'll go with the massive pepper grinder here. What else do we need? I have it on my fridge because I've been using it that often. We need some dried marjoram leaves. Very good. We need, got the brown sugar already. Need some red pepper flakes. These are actually kind of optional, but I really like the zing that they give the breakfast sausages, so I put a little bit more in there than what the recipe calls for typically. And then finally we need some ground cloves. Now I learned very quickly, you do not need a lot of this. This stuff is really powerful. So, I mean, you just take a whiff. Whew! Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It has a really nice flavor to it, nice smell to it. But don't use too much, otherwise it will literally overpower everything else. So the recipe calls for a pinch of ground cloves, and it's not kidding. I didn't put like a ton in the first time I made this. I made it like a little bit too much, and but it was noticeable. Like there was a noticeable excess of cloves. All right, so what we want to do is mix our. Hold on, just gotta take out these glasses first. Okay. Do I have a bowl? Yes, I do. So just basically have a bowl to mix all the spices together. So this will be just for the breakfast sausage patties. We're going to do a second batch of this for the breakfast hash. And I've got a whole pile of stuff that, that we're going to be putting in there. See, Sean definitely looks as fun like an old man. I have to sleep when I'm on break. Can we get a Zernizer cookbook? Maybe. I don't know if I have enough recipes yet to fill one, but we'll see. I've never seen one or been aware of. Wow. Well, welcome to your first Cooking with Z segment, Luke. Hope you enjoy and get some tips. Trying to think of a pun title for a Z cookbook. Nothing is coming to mind. Hey, Legally Blind Gamer sings Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. I would sing along with you, but I haven't seen the show yet. So, sage is the reason why I don't care for breakfast-style sausage. What the fucking fuck, Garbage Gamer? Sage is wonderful. Anyway, Verminard, someone invent smell streaming. Need to feel more hungry than I do now. Yes, so we can smell all the food and the constant Z farts coming out of Sean. Oh, I forgot the farts. Alright, carrying on. What do we need here? So starting at the top of the list, we need a kilo of ground pork. Good. We need 2 teaspoons of dried sage. Garbage Gamer's favorite in the world. Sage is wonderful. Which one is it? Here it is. Here we go. Maybe I should angle you guys down a little bit just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just going to check that. Just give me a sec. Well, maybe, get off it. There, maybe if we go here. There we go. Okay. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing, sorta. Alright, so 2 tablespoons ground sage. Stuff is very powdery. It doesn't have to be perfect. We'll put extra sage in there just for Garbage Gamer. Here we go. It's more or less a teaspoon. Well, I need more of this, like... There. Just loosen it up a bit. You know, I need a little bit more, so... There. That should do. Okay. Then what do we need? 2 teaspoons of salt. Well, that's easy. Nature's preservative. Here we go. And what do we need? 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Well, this is going to be fun. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Hold on. Like that. There. Look at that. Balance. This is not precise at all. As we get it more or less close, it's okay if we have a little extra pepper. It's pepper. It's good. It's yummy. God, it takes a long time to fill a teaspoon. Holy shit. Come on. Oh, arm aching. Can't turn any more. Alright, that should be good. The stuff that's spilled out should be more or less the rest of it there. What else do we need here? Need a 1/4 teaspoon of dried marjoram. 1/4 teaspoon. Pepper. Marjoram. There we go. There we go. It's actually pretty accurate. We'll do the brown sugar last. We need an 1/8 of a tablespoon of crushed red pepper flakes. But I don't need to measure this. I like red pepper flakes. There. A little bit extra zing. We need a pinch of cloves, like literally Just loosen it up a bit. Yeah, good enough. The cloves, honestly, are pretty much optional, so I don't need to worry about it. So here we got all our spices so far. This is the spices part of the spices. And then we need a tablespoon. Tablespoon of brown sugar. That's the big one here. Okay. That gives it that nice kind of stickiness and a little bit of sweetness. It's good stuff. Here we go. And done. Always make sure you seal up your brown sugar well, otherwise it turns into cement. It's not like regular sugar where it's just all dry and loose. You need that, I guess it's molasses, the softness. You need that. So there you go. So that's all our spices. Really just go in, mix them up with your hands. You should have this nice kind of grayish mixture of stuff. There we go. Smells good. Ta-da! Then we take that and we just dump it into the pork. And once again, just get in with your hands. Mix it all up. Don't be shy. You don't have to buy it a drink first. Just get right in there and start smushing. Want to get it all mixed in as much as you can. So this will make a good chunk of patties. You'll get probably, I'd say, depending how big you make them, between 8 and 12 patties. Nice, thick, juicy, delicious breakfast patties. Whew, this is cold. Of course, it's been in the fridge, hasn't it? So. There we go. Breakfast sausage. Like magic. It's magic. Just gonna wash the hands here. You'll notice I wash my hands obsessively. No coronavirus in this house. Oh, topical humor. It's the end of the world. That's as much as I can do without getting copyright flag. It's the end of the world, and I'm making breakfast sausages. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but how to wash your hands. Scalding hot water and soap. Don't sneeze or cough into your hands, you filthy pigs. There you go. That's my health tip for the day. All right. So, let's pull you guys back again. Cords everywhere. See, notice? Elbow. All right. So, let's see. Got our pan here. Now, breakfast sandwiches. This part is pretty easy. I'm just going to put a couple slabs of margarine into the pan here. Basically, the greasier it is, the less things will stick. We need cheese. Oh, I see Rosie had half a hamburger bun. That's great. I love when she just eats all the buns that I've set aside for other things. Okay, so we're just going to set the meat over here. Bring the cutting board over. some cheese. So we're going to make 4 breakfast sandwiches. So this is just a regular block of cheese here, basically. So we're going to do 2 slices per sandwich. So we need 8 slices of cheese. Sometimes I do get the cheese slices, not the processed plastic fake cheese nonsense. No, actual proper cheese slices. So I cut these fairly thin because they're only meant to be for the breakfast sandwiches. If I was doing like cheese and crackers or something, or grilled cheese, I'd cut them a little thicker, but they're really just meant to sort of complement everything else, so they don't have to be super thick. That's 4. I guess we can turn this on, can't we? Get the butter melting. What was that? 5? 5. 6. 7. 8. There we go. Oh, and it's a little crooked, so I guess we better fix that. Here we go. One for the chef. This is just supermarket cheese. I like marble cheese. That's my favorite. It's a mix of white and orange cheddar. Usually medium tanginess. It's quite good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. So, we got our cheese. Set this aside. Now let's get back here. We're going to make our patties. Let's get some of these excess spices off the counter. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just bring the pan over. You guys can kind of see, I think, right? Maybe angle down a bit. I'm not going to bring you over. You can more or less see, I think. So, alright, so basically, you just want to take a wad of the meat and make a ball, just a small ball size. Kind of like if you're making cookies, except the cookies are made out of meat. That's a little too big, so we take some off. In terms of size, I don't know, double golf ball size, I guess, would be maybe 1.5 golf balls. They don't have to be huge. Just remember, they're just going on small hamburger buns. Now, if you have bigger hamburger buns, you probably want to make bigger patties, but then you're also going to need bigger eggs. That's where the jumbo size eggs come into play. That is about right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so it looks like we probably get about 12 patties out of this batch, making them at this size. So I just check and see. Yeah, that looks good. So we just kind of space them out there. And there. You can kind of see. So then what we do is just put them in the palm of your hand and flatten them. And we'll flatten them further in the pan. Or I guess you could just do it like that too. There you go. Magic. I like to make the patties a little bit wider because they do shrink a bit when you cook them, you see. Gotta make sure there's room for 4. Because we want 4. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, I think you can get things that will help you form perfect shapes, but Just how anal are you? There we go. Good. And now we'll wash the hands again. A little more heat. I just use the dish detergent actually as soap because it's grease cutting. Very useful when you're working with greasy things like meat. Margarine's nicely melted. Let's get the patties cooking. There we go. So we got 4 eggs left. It's okay, there's an edge there. They won't roll onto the floor. It's okay. All right. It's okay. So to make the patties, the egg patties, pretty simple. Just crack an egg in there. I'm going to break the yolk. I try to keep it all together. It tends to run. Plus my burner seems to be on a slight angle, which is annoying. Get up there. Stay up there. Alright, good enough. Again, you can get things that will help you form perfect circles of patties with these. I'm not quite so anal. I do occasionally look and see if I can find one, but then it's a matter of finding one that fits your pan and all that other malarkey, so who wants to deal with all that? Ow. Don't touch the pan with your bare fingers like I just did. That hurts. There we go. Another one there, just saturated in margarine. Well, it doesn't have to be the most graceful breaking of the eggs, just as long as they get into the pan. As long as they're more or less patty shaped, be good. There. So just let those sizzle for a bit. I usually start cooking the sausage patties a little ahead of the eggs because the eggs don't tend to take as long. I used to make this all the time, but what I would do is I would actually use bacon instead of breakfast sausage patties. But I found that whenever I went to McDonald's to get a McMuffin, I would always get the sausage one because it just felt like I was getting more for my money that way. So I ultimately started buying the frozen sausage, breakfast sausage patties, and then would go from there. But I found that the frozen ones, while they were, decent, tended to be kind of small and ultimately unsatisfying. That's when I got the idea to just, use the power of the internet to find a sausage recipe that I could just make my own. You know, the idea being to just prepare a bunch of the sausage meat and go from there. Alright, looks like these are ready to be flipped. God. Hold on. There we go. The bottom two need a little bit more time. The right one? No. And this one, I think. Nope. Damn Rose and her half bun eating. Oh, actually, no, she didn't. The top had slid down the thing, so yeah, it's fine. We got it. We got this. We got this by the ass. Right. This one is done. Basically, just put it there. Put that one there. Now, these ones should be ready to be flipped. There we go. Excellent. Now, of course, with any kind of ground meat, you want to incinerate it. Well done all the way. When I make a steak, I like it to be, you know, medium to medium rare. With ground beef or ground pork, there's a lot more places for that sneaky bacteria to hide, so you want to make sure it's well and truly cooked all the way through. Yeah, these should all be ready around the same time, which is good. I didn't mistime it quite as I thought I had. I saw you trying to get away. Get on there. Go. So we got our egg patties. Easiest thing in the world to make. Just a bit of a pain to flip if you don't have a proper non-stick pan. Mine is on its last legs. I really need to get another non-stick pan. I've been having to use Easy Off on it just to take some of the non-stickiness away. I think these are done too, actually. Just about. Look at that. Some good stuff right there. Greetings, Brian the Whoop-Ass Stew. Welcome back after 4 months. And greetings, Stout Man. I just saw you come in. You're weird, Garbage Gamer. Says like cilantro. For some people it tastes like soap. For me, sage tastes like a pungent chemical. But it's not. It's natural. It's like as natural as it gets. It's made from a plant. Ah, just insane. It's like how Stout doesn't like mushrooms. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you people? Alright. I think we're done here. So, pretty simple. Put the patties on the patties. And put the cheese on. Go. I put that on the wrong side. Hold on. Fixed. Gotta have the cheese at the top of the bun. God damn it. How am I gonna do this? I did them upside down. I can't handle that. There. Fixed. Alright. You can go take these two to Rose, and the other two will be mine. They will be mine. And just a paper towel for napkin, because, you know. It's funny is I do have like drawers full of seasonal napkins, but whatever. Enjoy. Oh, okay. Careful. The child approves.
These are fucking amazing.
No.
Oh, the egg is perfect.
That's the kind of appreciation I live for right there, folks.
The egg is perfect?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, just all of it,
Oh.
generally.
It's I particularly want you to enjoy eating my eggs.
Yes, alright. Verminart doesn't care for mushroom either. What? Or bellhawk. Well, what the hell? Mm-hmm.
I hate mushrooms too.
I know.
They're horrible.
Paper towel's just as good. No need to be fancy. I could hear Rose go, woo! Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. They used that joke in the movie. What movie? Oh, you just saw Sonic. Okay. Oh, fun guys. I'm a fun guy. So there you go. You like a bite? Too bad they're mine. Alright. So this is my breakfast. Rosie's lunch. We have slightly different sleep schedules. Mm-hmm. When I was exceptionally poor and couldn't afford the meat portion, I would just double up on the egg patties. So I'd have a double egg patty cheese sandwich. That is good eating. For any drinkers out there, great hangover food right here. Something that's been my go-to for many, many years. Is Channel Awesome still a thing? Yep, they're still around. Thought they managed to kill it, or I just wish it was dead. I hate that style of reviewing. I see. Channel Awesome is banned on our Discord group. Is it? I know that CinemaSins is. I thought Channel Awesome we were kind of indifferent about. I used to watch it a fair amount back in the day. I just feel like the days of sort of character reviewers are kind of past now. They've been so overdone that the only one I still watch is AVGN, and that's it. And even he doesn't do them as often as he used to, you know? Oh, yeah. I definitely love that recipe. If you want that recipe, it's on allrecipes.com for the breakfast sausage. I'll post a link in the description for you. Stout rushes to his defense of his hatred of mushrooms. He says, look, I don't loathe mushrooms. I'll eat them if they're on a pizza or in a pasta sauce or something, but I don't particularly like the texture, and the taste isn't enough to convince me to look past the texture. All it really means is more mushrooms for you. Well, this is true. This is very true. And with Garbage Gamer's insane dislike of sage, it means I get all the breakfast sausages. All of them. So really, it's a win-win. Such a delicious, pungent chemical taste. Look at the thickness of that patty. It's good stuff. You can see some red pepper in there. That is good. Oh, hey, Rosie's here. Hi, Rosie. Yeah, we were talking about maybe around 7 p.m. We'd do some farming, Stoudman. Stoudman, Skinslip, and I have been playing Farming Simulator 19, for those of you watching this out of context. Should be able to find many, many videos of that on my Twitch channel. We were going to do some the other day, but people were tired. So I suffered through more Jedi Fallen Order instead. I say suffered because of the difficulty curve in certain parts, not because I don't like the game. The game is wonderful and the story is amazing. It's very well done. It's just ball-breakingly hard in some parts. Normally I would go over there and sit and chat with you guys because we'd be done. But we're not done. We got more stuff to do after this. This is a double whammy cooking stream. By the way, for those who were wondering what was going on with sound alerts, I think I fixed it. Had to reload Streamlabs a couple times. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
What? I saw you in the chat.
I made it my Fortnite username so people actually know it's me.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you just make an account?
No, I made it a while ago.
Oh.
I just forgot to follow you or something.
Oh, okay. Rosie is Ravenshade on Twitch.
I should have made it my YouTube.
For consistency?
Yeah. Can you change that?
I think so. Didn't you change it before? You changed it to Adder Gaming, and then you changed it to something else, and then you changed it to something else, so...
Oh, I changed it from...
You, of all people, should know if you can change it.
No, I mean on Twitch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went from Adder Gaming to Lavender Games, and then to Rose Arc.
Let's see.
I like the name Rose Arc, so I'm going to stick with that.
Okay. Well, you do whatever you want. It's your channel.
I know. I've changed it like 5 times.
Thanks for all the unicorn boner love and confused snowman love, Smeghound. Oh, and Brinsley got the battle pass for Fortnite, but hasn't been able to play this week.
Yeah.
I thought you'd played with Rose a few times.
No.
Oh. Never mind.
He either keeps forgetting or is busy or like wakes up at like midnight for me. So.
Oh, okay.
Said he might be able to tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the like 1 in the morning, midnight is morning in the UK, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Like.
So I'll be streaming at like 1 in the morning, and Funk Monk will come in. Good morning. Like, oh, hi.
But yeah, yesterday, I was like, don't stay up too late in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because it was like 10:30 here and 6:30 over there, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-hour difference, I think. Or 8 hours ahead.
Yeah, around 8 hours.
Yeah.
How's the food coming along?
Getting there. Just kind of on a break between foods.
I will not explode the chat, Valhawk.
Lies, all lies. Alright, get out of the way. Thank you.
I want water.
Well, where's your glass? We'll find it. Is this your glass?
No, that's yours.
That's my glass.
We both move everything everywhere.
Oh, it's probably in there.
Dragon Cup. Oh, the text is coming off of it.
Well, it's because it's been in the dishwasher so many times.
Like a million times.
Yeah.
I hope the dragon stays on.
Well, it's already faded. It used to be like a deeper red. The one drawback of having a dishwasher is eventually it will wear off all of the cool genre stuff you have on your cups. But I'm sure there will be other ones you can buy.
Probably.
House
Like-
Targaryen is not exactly unpopular.
Yeah. I'd probably be a Targaryen.
Uh-huh.
Those dragon people.
Dragon people, yes.
I want some.
Alright, let go. I got it. Do not fool around with glasses.
I don't want to pour my own water,
then if
Dad.
it-
I'm almost 13.
Then if it breaks, it'll be really gone. Okay, go. Go.
Bye.
Bye. Alright. Brita water filter. Bada 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 Brita. That's their slogan. I get grease on this. All right. It's 0026 in the UK right now. Well, good morning. Cheers. Ah, that was delicious. I'm going to go for a breakfast sandwich smoke, and then we'll tidy this up and we'll carry on with the breakfast hash. That one is a little bit more of a process. That's why I did the breakfast sandwiches first. However, we have a new device in the kitchen which should help make it a slightly less cumbersome process. More on that when we return.